Hello.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. Okay. So last day we have finished the SEO chapter. Now today we will go to the next chapter, that is Google Ads. Just hold on. Okay. So today we will discuss about Google Ads. So before I go into the main topics and all, uh, what do you know exactly about Google Ads? Do you have any idea like how it looks like?
So, we usually see Google Ads on many platforms, like on Google itself, on social medias, YouTube, sometimes in email as well.
Right. Okay. So you are right to some extent. The only thing that uh, you have a wrong assumption about it, that is Google Ad don't run in any social media, but yes, we run Google Ads in YouTube, we run Google Ads in the search result also, and it is also there in other websites. So in Google Ads there are certain type of ads. I'm just opening one Google Ad account. I can explain you. So first of all, I will show you how Google Ads actually looks like. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
So this is a Google ad. This one. How we can identify an ad? There is a small mention of ad here. You can check it. So this is how you can identify whether it is an ad or it is an organic result. These are all the organic results. But this one is an ad. So now this is a very common and most used Google ad. We call it as a search ads. Why the name is search ad? Because whenever we search something, we encounter with these ads. That is why it is called search ads. But other than the search ads, there are many other kind of ads, that is display ads, shopping ads, YouTube ads. So these are also different kind of Google ads. Now, while we are discussing about SEO, everyone has created one Google Ads account. So I think everyone already aware of this account. So I have multiple Google accounts listed here. So I'm selecting any account like this one. So this is the dashboard of Google Ads. Now I'm going to the, so before I go into the different kind of campaign, I want to tell you the structure of any campaign. Whether you are running a Facebook ad, whether you are running a Google ad, or if you are using any other kind of digital ads, structure is more or less similar. What is the structure of a digital ad? Just hold on. So I'm sharing my whiteboard. So every ad has almost similar kind of structure. Like there are three part of any ads. Like first level, rather I can say 3 level: campaign level, level 1. Level 2. Add group or add set. Level 3. Add. So this is the 3 layer of any campaign. Be it a Google ad, be it a Facebook ad, or be it any other kind of digital ads. More or less, this is the structure. Now, based on different platform, the functionality of each layer can be different. So now as we are discussing about Google Ads, we will only talk about Google Ads. Now, what exactly is the campaign level? What exactly it means? Campaign level is the overall you can get the entire understanding of a particular campaign from this level only. This is the topmost level. Here you have to define the objective of the campaign. Okay, so objective, ad type, budget, location, bid, strategy, language. So these are some of the topmost things you can define in the campaign level. So whenever you are creating any campaign, these are the things that you will define in the first level. That is the very first level, which we can say the campaign level. Now in the ad group, so ad set is basically for Facebook. Okay, so I'm just removing it from here because there's a different thing. In ad group, we can define keywords, demographics, or the detailed targeting. So in the ad group level, you will define these things. Now in the level 3, here you have to add the ad copy. It consists of headlines, descriptions, destination, URL, image, video. So mainly ad copy consists of the content of the ad. So this is the main, this thing is actually the most, what I can say, this is the thing that you want to deliver. So this will be the content. People will interact with this part only. But the other two part is mainly the internal settings of the campaign, like how you want to target, what kind of campaign you want to create, what will be the objective of your campaign, on which location you want to run the campaign, what will be your keywords, what will be your age groups and all. So all these things you can define in first two section. And the last level is all about the ad content. We say it ad copy. Okay. Now I'm again going back to the portal. Do you have any query in this?
No, sir.
Now, while you are setting up a Google Ads, a Google Ads account, this is your account level. Okay, so currently what I am seeing is the account level of this Google Ads. Within this account level, there can be multiple campaigns. Within a campaign, there can be multiple ad group. And within one ad group, there can be multiple ad copies. Okay, the hierarchy will be like this. Campaign. Now within the campaign, there can be multiple ad group. There can be multiple ad group, and within ad group there can be multiple ad copy. So this is how the hierarchy works. Now, okay, so this is the dashboard. Now, whenever you are creating a Google ad account where your objective is to run ad campaign for a particular brand or a particular client, or probably for your own business, as the rule defines, that digital marketing is all about measuring measuring the traffic, measuring the conversion, measuring the number of clicks, impressions and all. So to track all these things, you need to implement one tracking pixel, okay, or I can say a tracking code. So what exactly is a tracking pixel or a tracking code? It is very common in digital marketing. It is not like that only Google is using such tracking code. Anything you are using, like it can be a Google Analytics, it can be a Google Ads, it can be a Facebook Ads, it can be a CRO tool, whatever you are doing, there is a pixel code or a small piece of JavaScript code you have to put in your website. The purpose of this JavaScript code is to track the user behavior within your website. Now, how you can do this in Google Ads? See, there is an option called measurement. Within this measurement, there is a subcategory that is conversions. I'm clicking on this conversions. Now I am creating a conversion action. What a conversion action means, what action I want to measure. So there are different options here: website, app, phone call, import. So track conversion, track actions on your website. Website conversion means online sales, link clicks, page views, sign-ups. So these are all website conversions. Then app installs, in-app purchases, in-app actions, all these are app actions. Phone calls from ads, calls to a number on your website, clicks on a number on mobile sites. So these are all call actions. And import data from Google Analytics, Salesforce, offline lead conversion, phone sales. So these are different kind of conversion actions. So based on your requirement, you will choose any one of them. Like if you are working with a website, then you have to select this one. If you have to track performance of your app, then you have to choose this one. So if you have any option to track, like if you have any objectives to track phone calls, then you have to click on this one. Also, if you want to do some kind of remarketing, or if you want to check whether your existing customers or existing users are doing any actions or not, in that case, you can just download your customer list and you have to upload it here. Okay, so this is how we select the conversion action based on our type of business and based on our objective of the business. So currently I'm selecting website. This is the most common thing. Here I have to put the domain of the website. So this is the domain. I'm scanning it. So there are two options: add a page load as a conversion action, add a conversion action manually using code. So what is the objective of this thing? Add a page load as a conversion action if you want to measure visits to an order thank you page, email sign up, confirmation page, or from form completion page. You want to measure visits to certain pages of your websites. So these are the objectives. So what happens is, can you tell me like how user actually purchase or submit the lead details in a website? Anyone? Paran, Bharat, Shreya, anyone can answer. My question is, whenever you are trying to buy something or you want to fill up a form online, what are the actions? Can you just tell me step by step?
Sir, some personal information, preferences, things like that.
So you have put all your personal details preferences. Now what will happen?
Sir, we will click on the submit button and it will lead us to the final page.
Right. So there is a page that we say it thank you page. Just I'm showing you. I'm clicking on this ad. So get a free consultation for your business now. So I'm filling up the form. So I've filled up all the details. Now I am clicking on this submit button. So this is a thank you page. So how we track a conversion? When any traffic visits this particular page, a thank you page, then we treat it as a conversion, because this is the only page which we don't feature in anywhere of the website. You can't see anywhere in the website that there is a link called thank you page. You can only come into this page after completing a purchase, after placing an order, or after submitting your details. Then only you can see this page. So this page is only for those who actually submit their details in the website. So people coming to this page, that means this is a conversion for us. So this is how we measure conversion in digital marketing. Okay. So this is why you can just put here, like select a conversion goal, whatever your goal is. If you are a e-commerce business, then your goal can be purchase. If you are not, if you are a service related organization, in that case, submit a lead form or contact or book an appointment. This can be your can be your objective. Okay. So I'm just filling up this thing, submit lead form. Choose match type. URL is URL contains, URL starts with. So I'm clicking on URL contains. So if I am the owner of this page, then what I will do, I will take this thing from here. URL contains. Thank you. Add. So now what Google will check, whenever someone is clicking on your ads and they are submitting any form, and after form submission, if this page will load, like if any page that consists of thank you term, then it will treat it as a conversion. Okay. Now I can add like this also, like URL is, I can put the entire URL here. I can put the entire URL here. Or URL starts with. URL starts with is a bit odd, because most of the cases URL starts with the domain name. So if you give this thing, then it will take any page load. That means you are just opening an about us page, it will treat it as a conversion, because every URL starts with the domain name. So that's the problem. So that is why I'm ignoring this thing. So either you have to use URL is or URL contains. Now, if you want to just check the overall traffic in your website, then you just put this thing. URL starts with the domain name. Then whatever page people will open, you can just track the traffic. So this much of traffic we are generating through the ads. You can also track values also from here. So in case of lead, we don't track value. But if you have a e-commerce website, then obviously you have to track values. Now here are some of the settings like count. Select how many conversions to count per click or interaction. Every, recommended or purchase, because every purchase is valuable. So this is the count. Say in case of purchasing websites, so like I want to purchase something. I am visiting Flipkart. There can be several things that I can purchase in one go. I can purchase one sports shoe. I can purchase one musical instrument. I can purchase any electronic appliances at one go. So each and every purchase is valuable. So whenever we are using, we are putting my code in a product related website where people can purchase directly, then we have to select this thing. If you are running a service related website where people don't have to buy anything directly, rather they have to fill up the form with their details, in that case we have to select this one. Why? Recommended for leads, signups and other conversions, because only the fast interaction is valuable. Whenever we are generating leads, fast interaction is very useful, and that is the ultimate thing to take the credit. Okay, so see what happens is, in the real life scenario, in any organization they run several kind of campaigns. That can be an online campaign, that can be offline campaign, whatever. Even in online campaign they run multiple they run ads in multiple platforms. It can be Facebook, it can be Google, it can be an SEO, whatever. Now the fast point of interaction is very important when we are running a lead campaign, because then only we can understand like which is the fast point of contact for the customer, on which campaign my customer fast interacted and came to my website. So this is how we measure the performance of a particular campaign. Okay. Now this is the click-through conversions. Click-through conversions means, say today I was going through my search engine result page and then I found an ad and I click on it. But I didn't submit any form, I didn't purchase anything from it. But I have just clicked and checked the information, the contents and all, whatever. So after a few days, I decided to purchase the same thing and I came to that website directly and just placed the order, or say I have just filled up the form. So this is the click-through conversion window. So I have clicked at some point of time, but I have purchased on a different point of time. So there is a gap between the fast click and the time of conversion. So we have a certain window. We call it click-through conversion window. So this is 90 days. That means if someone visit our ad today and purchase within 90 days, then the ad will consider it as a conversion from the ad. But if it goes beyond 90 days, then it will don't consider it as a conversion from that ad. Okay, you can change it according to your user behavior. Then another is view through conversion wheel. It means you viewed our ad today, but you have purchased in some other point of time. So here it is also you can change 1 day, 3 day, like this. And the last one, it is very complex and very interesting. This is the attribution model. What is attribution model? Attribution model means, so whenever someone is searching something, they actually checking their search engine result page and they found a campaign in front of them. Now they click on it, they check they just check the website, whether they purchase instantly or rather they take some time to take the decision to purchase. So anything can be happen after clicking on a website. So there is a certain time to a duration for taking a conversion based on the type of products. Like if you are selling some kind of BFSI product, okay, that means like washing machine, refrigerator, this kind of product takes some time for purchasing because these are high valued product. So if you want to purchase a washing machine, you have to pay around 15,000, 20,000 based on the features and the brand. If you want to purchase a free refrigerator, it also costs similar. So these things take some time. So you just click on a ad, you check the products, then you take decisions, you calculate the pricings and all, then you purchase these things. So in this time, you click several times in the ad, you visit the website several times. So this kind of user behavior happen. Also, in case of say a sports shoe or an apparel, it take a lesser time to purchase. Like I'm just scrolling my newsfeed and found a apparel, and I just placed an order instantly. So this is also a product that takes lesser time to purchase because this is a low valued product. So user behavior can be different, have different aspects. So attribution model actually giving the credit of a particular point of time. Like someone clicked today, and I'm just sharing the whiteboard so that I can give you a brief of it. Shall I remove this thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Say day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. So on day 1, you click on a website. Click for the first time. Now on the second day, you did nothing. Now on the third day, you again visited the site again. Now on day 4, you again visited Right. Finally, on day 5, you made the purchase or lead form submission, whatever. Now, so this is the journey of the user. Now, on which stage you will give the credit for the conversion? You can give the credit to the first interaction. This is the first click. What is the logic behind it? Say, anybody can say, like, this is the first time customer came to know about us and then they visit our website. So I want to give the credit to the first click. So this is one logic to consider the first click as a attribution. Attribution means you are giving credit to a certain action for the conversion. Okay, so you can give this thing. Another one is you can also give the credit to the last click. Now, what is the logic behind it? People can also say, no, we can't give the credit entirely to the first click because on the last click they found something very interesting. That is why they purchased. Finally, they made the purchase. So we are giving the credit to the last click. Again, there are certain people who don't want to give the credit entirely to any of them. Rather, they want to give credit to all the clicks. Okay, all the clicks, because each click has its own significance. Say on the very first click, people came to know about the brand. On the second click, people researched about the brand. On the third click, they further come and further search for information. And on the last click, they actually made the purchase. So every click has its own significance. So they want to give credit to all the clicks. So we can say it linear. This means equal credit to all the interaction. Okay. Now another one attribution model is time decay. What is the time decay? Time decay means this particular attribution model give the credit to the most recent interaction. So because they thought, their logic is like probably that person interacted 1 month ago, but recently after this within this 2-3 days he made few interactions frequently. So we will give the credit to those interactions because those are the most recent, and it actually act as a brand recognition, or what I can say, like hammering of the brand, all these things. So that is why we are trying to consider the most recent interaction as a attribution. So these are the logics behind each of the attribution model. These are the main attribution models. So now I'm again going back to the dashboard. See, this is the last click. This is a default thing. What it is, the attribution model determines how much credit each ad interaction gets for your Okay, just hold on. Last click gives all credit for the conversion to the last clicked ad. Okay. First click gives all the credit for the conversion to the first clicked ad. Linear distributes the credit for the conversion equally across all the clicks on the path. Time decay gives more credit to clicks that happened closer in time to the conversion. That is the most recent conversion, most recent interaction before the conversions. Okay. Then the position based gives 40% credit to both the first and last click and distribute 20% among other clicks. Did you understand the concept of attribution model?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt? Because I can understand this thing is very complex. So you can ask me if you have any doubt.
Sir, is there any model that, any part of, any step of attribution model that is more beneficial than the other? Like giving attribution to first click, I think that is more beneficial than the final click. I mean, does it affect?
More or less, see, I also agree with you, because the fast click is the main point of interaction, because on the very fast click people actually came to know about the brand. So that is why I also personally feel that fast click should be the main. I mean, we should give the credit to the very fast click. But sometimes based on different type of campaigns, objectives, this attribution model can be changed. How? Say in Google Ads, you are not running a single campaign. You have to run several kind of campaign. A perfect example can be like some of the top brands, they run different kind of campaigns. Like one is the branding related campaigns, then the product consideration kind of campaigns, then lead or purchase sales campaign. All these things they run. So now say if someone click on your branding campaign, that means they came to your website through a branding campaign. But branding campaign mostly focus on brand awareness rather than the lead generation or sales, direct sales. So in that case, if you give the credit to the branding campaign, then it will actually mislead the entire thing, because branding campaigns focus is not your not generating leads or not generating more purchases. Rather, branding campaigns objective is for branding. So if you use this attribution model, then the branding campaign will give the entire credit for whatever you did for the business generation. But on the other hand, you are also running a lead campaign or a sales campaign where your entire focus is on generating leads or improving your sales, whatever. So if you are not giving credit to this ad, that means you are depriving this campaign. Because each ad has its own objective and each ad has its own type of content. Like in branding ad, your content should be like this, more of giving informations. Wherever in lead generation campaign, you are giving sales speech to the user. Okay, so both type of campaign give some kind of psychological impact in the mind of customer. Okay, so when people are running this kind of combination of campaigns like the branding, sales, leads and all, in that case we should go for the last click, because ultimately my lead generation campaign will generate the business, whereas the branding campaign's purpose is to generate traffic or awareness. But say if you don't if you are not running any of these campaigns, you are only running a campaign or sales campaign, and this is the only campaign you are running, then only you can go for fast click, because here your main objective to check like which ad is giving the fast impression to the user. So based on different objective, you have to change the attribution model. So if you are running a brand awareness, your attribution model should be the fast click. If you are running a lead generation campaign, then last click also helpful. But if you are not running any of these campaigns, you are running only one campaign in your account, that is on, say, probably a lead generation campaign, because most of the cases, whatever client we get, they mostly run lead generation or sales campaign because they don't have much money to spend for branding. Okay, so they need business directly. So in that case, you should go for the fast click, because lot of time we found that the same client is running several other campaigns and the same people is getting same people we are targeting. So in that case, this fast click can be helpful to identify the first point of interaction of the user.
Okay, sir, got it.
Yeah. So this is how we have to identify the attribution model. So this is how we can track conversion. Now this is very new kind of thing, and I don't know how actually whether it will work or not. I prefer this thing: add conversion actions manually using code. This is the most efficient and most advanced feature. Here, what you have to do is continue. Goal and action optimization. See, you have to identify the goal here. Say purchase. Okay. Conversion name, whatever you can give, purchase. Today's date, 5th March. Value. Say if your product has the same value, then you can use this. And you can put the value here. Okay. So say if you have only one product and that cost only 120 rupees. So in that case, you can select this thing and you can put the fixed value here. So whenever a purchase happens, you can also get the update about the values. Say you have done 2 purchases from your ad. You have got 2 purchases from your ad. That means your purchase value is 240, like this. Now say in most of the cases, for e-commerce website, there can be multiple category of products and there are dynamic values. Each product has its own value. Okay. So then you have to select this. You have to enter one default value that can be a average value of your product. Okay. You will see the steps to add dynamic value to your tracking code on the next page. If you don't add this code, the default value entered here will be used. Okay. So what happens is, whenever you get the code, you will check there is an option where you can put some kind of extra bit of code to track the value of each product. Or if you don't keep any value, then it will track this as a default value. So whatever product you will sell, it will take as a fixed value. Here it will be every. Okay, so click through conversion is 30 days. Engaged view window. How long to track conversion after a video engagement? So if you are running a video campaign, then this will work. Create and continue. Now this is the code. This is the code. So you have to copy this code and paste it in the site header. This is one way to do this. You can also email this code to your developer directly from here. Say your developer is Sandeep 090@gmail. Send and continue. So you can directly send the code to your developer so that he or she can put it in the site header. Now this is the most efficient technique, and I prefer this thing because this thing doesn't require any kind of coding experience. You don't have to go in the backend, and it doesn't require any kind of extra technical knowledge. So this is the most easiest and efficient technique. That is the Google Tag Manager. So in this case, I can just tell you what Google Tag Manager is. So this is the dashboard of Google Tag Manager. It is also a product of Google, and it is a free tool from Google. Tag Manager is mainly kind of toolbox. Okay. So in everyone's home, there are certain tools that we need in our day-to-day life, like the hammer, screwdriver, tester, wrench. So all these things are very useful for our day-to-day life. Okay. So how we keep all these things? There is a toolbox in everybody's home where we put all the tools there so that we can keep it in a single place, and whenever the requirement arises, we just open the box and we take the required tool. So this is how toolbox works. Google Tag Manager is sort of a toolbox. So the purpose of Google Tag Manager is we have to put multiple codes in a website. Basically, in a website, there are certain codes which are very common. Like one is the analytics code, another is the Google Ads code, third is Facebook Pixel. Then if you have any kind of CRO tool like Hotjar, then Hotjar has also some kind of codes. So all this tool have a certain code that you have to place in the head of your website. But what happens is, if you put all this code in the website header, your website will load slowly. The loading speed will reduce. It will reduce the loading speed. And you are already aware that whenever loading speed reduces, the bounce rate will increase. So that's the thing. So you have to understand that you have to enhance the loading speed. So if you put all this code in the website, then your loading speed will go down. Another thing is, every time if you access the backend and put a new code there can be a slight chance of some kind of error. Because most of the cases, digital marketers are not a full-time developer. They have a very limited knowledge in development. They have very limited knowledge in coding. So every time if they access the backend and put the code here and there, so it might create a serious issue. It can create a serious error that can also make the website down. Okay. So we need to avoid such thing. We need to avoid accessing the backend frequently. So due to this, we have one toolbox, that is Google Tag Manager. In Google Tag Manager, how Google Tag Manager works. So this is one account. In Google Tag Manager, it has its own code. This is the code of Google Tag Manager. You have to put these two codes. You have to put both the codes, okay, in the website. This part we call it script code. You have to put the script code in the header section of the website. And this is the no script code. And you have to put this immediately after the body section. Whenever the body section opens, you have to put this code there. Once you put both the code in the website, your Google Tag Manager will get activated. Now, whatever you put here, whatever code you put here, it will start tracking. Basically, Tag Manager take all the data from your website and it provide all other, and it provides the data to all other codes that you have implemented in the Tag Manager. Okay, so now, like here is an example, WhatsApp widget. So this is the code of WhatsApp widget. Okay. Now I'm going to the website. See, this is the widget. Okay, so this thing actually enables the widget. And the another thing is, if you put this code in the website directly, you don't have any control of it. If you want to stop the code, then you have to go to the backend again and you have to remove the code from the website. But from here, you can do it at any point of time without accessing the backend. Say, if I want to pause this WhatsApp widget, what I will do is I just select it and I will pause it from here. And then I have to click on the submit button. That's it. Okay, so this is why we use Tag Manager, and this is the most efficient technique. We will learn about Tag Manager later on, but these are the three techniques that we use to implement a code. Whether we can use this on our own or we can use the Tag Manager. Turn on enhanced conversion. You need some kind of additional data to activate this. Okay. So I'm just canceling it. So once you create the Google Ad account and you have decided to run a campaign, the first thing you have to put all these codes in your website so that the ad can track the user behavior within your website. Rather, I can say the ad can track the conversion in your website. Unless you track the conversion, you can't define your performance or the performance of your campaign. Okay. So, shall I continue or shall I stop here?
Sir, as you say.
So I may conclude here. So before I conclude this session here, can you just let me know if you have any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So I will suggest all of you, as the next class is on Tuesday, I will suggest all of you to go through your Google Ad account and check this thing, check this conversion part. Okay, currently you don't have any website, so you don't have to put this website to any, put this code to any website. Rather, you can check how you can go to that place, like just selecting here, go to the measurement, then go to the conversions. There are different kind of conversions, different category of conversions. Click each of them, check how what are the process of implementing all these codes. So do all these things And if you have any kind of observation, if you have any kind of doubt, just let me know in the next class and we will discuss it further.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Thanks everyone. Good night.
Thank you, sir.